Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So as you can see, I'm wearing a tank top today, which is actually kind of different than my usual Ohio attire of like long sleeves or a hoodie or sweatshirt or something like that. And it's actually 79 degrees today. I think the high is 81, which is beautiful. I'm loving every second of it. However, the only bad thing is that it's going to storm. We have like really severe storms coming in. So yeah, there's that. And I look really like white today. Not that that's a bad thing, but the light coming in is just like kind of washing me out. So give me a second. It's supposed to storm today, which actually led me to wanting to create this video and talk to you guys because we're still getting to know each other. But first, before I do that, I wanted to thank you all so much. We reached our goal for the month of April and have 25 subscribers. So we're going to push on to our next goal of 30. I'm only increasing it by 5 because I want it to be more of a little bit of a realistic goal, to keep it a realistic goal, and I feel like increasing that goal by 5 for each month is pretty realistic. So yeah, we've reached our goal for 25, so thank you so much. Let's try to get our goal of 30 hit for the month of May. So before I go any further, I wanted to explain to you guys, we're still kind of getting to know each other on this channel, so I figured today, with the weather being the way it is and how nasty the storms are that we're supposed to be getting, I will tell you a secret dream of mine. I have always wanted to be a storm chaser. I don't know what it is, but storm chasing just has always sounded so much fun to me. It's always sounded like something that I wanted to get into, and the adrenaline rush behind it seems pretty great. I am a criminal justice major, so living off of adrenaline rushes is definitely something that I think everybody in the criminal justice field manages to do. Before I started as a criminal justice major, though, when I first started college, I was actually an education major. I wanted to major in secondary education, and I wanted to teach biology and physiology anatomy. Whereas I started college and I worked at a daycare. When I was working in the daycare, I realized maybe I didn't want to be a teacher. It was definitely not what I wanted to do. But I figured, you know what, maybe it's because I'm working at a daycare and I actually want to teach secondary education. I want to teach high school, grades 7 through 12. So I took my first education class. I think it was Intro to Education or something along those lines, and I absolutely hated it. It was just something that I realized was not for me. Not that I didn't like teaching kids, or not that I didn't like kids. That definitely was not the case. So the fact that it wasn't really what I was looking for. It wasn't something that I wanted to get myself into. I didn't enjoy it. So growing up, my dream was always to be a teacher. So I was kind of lost and confused. Like, I did not know what else I could possibly do. So the more I looked into it, the more I realized, well, maybe the medical field is what I want to get into. At the time, my dad was sick for 7 years. He was having strokes and seizures and heart attacks. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Here to find out, he suffered from something called atrial fibrillation, or also known as AFib. So I was pretty knowledgeable as far as medical field goes. I was always at the hospital with my dad. I would read up on different things. So yeah, medical field was something that always interested me. So I decided to go ahead and possibly try to pursue the field of the medical field. And I realized quickly, once I started respiratory therapy, that that was not what I wanted to do. Not so much because I was grossed out by bodily fluids or anything like that, but more so because of the fact that it just wasn't something that I enjoyed. I sat through those medical terminology classes, and it just wasn't something that like sparked my interest. So then I was back to the drawing board about what exactly it is that I wanted to do. And that's when I decided that maybe I wanted to be a social worker. I decided that maybe I want to be a social worker, and I decided to make social work a minor in criminal justice. Criminal justice was something I grew up with, as my dad was a police officer. I grew up around the criminal justice field. It was something that always interested in me, but I knew it was dangerous, so I was afraid to pursue that career choice. So I decided, well, maybe if I minor in criminal justice, major in social work, I'll be able to work in the criminal justice field still. In social work class, and it was horrible. It was not something I wanted to do. I did not enjoy myself, but I loved my criminal justice classes. They were great. They were fun. I was interested, like I wanted to actually go to class and learn. So that's when I realized that criminal justice is the field for me. I switched over to a criminal justice major with a law enforcement focus, and that is what I have been pursuing ever since, and I'm almost done. I'll be graduating soon, which is super exciting. So however, I've always had an interest in weather, and I've always had an interest in meteorology, and I've always watched those shows growing up, like Storm Chasing, and I've always thought those had piqued my interest, and I've always been like really interested in it. So I decided that maybe if criminal justice doesn't work out for me, maybe I'll become a storm chaser. So that was just something I always enjoyed. I loved when I was younger going outside, and I'm going to try to find some of the pictures and throw them in here too while I'm talking to you guys. So I was able to find some of the pictures. So this picture here is from Lake Erie. That's a storm going over Lake Erie. This one was when I was at the mall and we were walking back to our car. You could see a funnel cloud forming. This is a flood from a bad storm we had in a cemetery that we had to cut through. And this is part of the road here. The roads were so flooded we had to actually go through the cemetery, or else we couldn't make it off the road to get home. And this picture here is leaving Giant Eagle. As you can see, there's a funnel cloud forming. So yeah, back to the video. Look at the funnel clouds that were forming, or look at the lightning bolts, or I just loved storms, still have to this day. Well, today we're supposed to get really nasty storms. So I'm super excited about that. I can't wait to just relax and lay in bed over here. And I have, the great thing about my apartment and my bedroom is that I have 2 bedroom windows, so I can open up both of those blinds and definitely look out and watch the storm, which is super relaxing to me and something I've always enjoyed. They always say that there's a safe side to a tornado, and I just feel like there's no such thing as a safe side to a tornado, as it takes like one little like bump for a tornado to hit, and it's completely going the opposite way, and if it decides to turn around, then you're in the way, and you're going to be the next one to be taken out by that tornado. But I've always found Mother Nature to be something interesting to me. I've always found it to be something intriguing. Looking at Mother Nature and seeing the amount of damage that it could cause, such as a tornado or a hurricane or a tsunami, has always interested me. It's always really makes you sit back and realize that you should not take your life for granted, that's for sure. So, but yeah, I just wanted to make this little video and share with you guys that I have secretly always wanted to be a storm chaser. I can see it now, me going out in the little car and chasing some storms. In high school, I took a meteorology class with my one teacher, and oh my gosh, that was probably one of the most fun classes I've ever taken in my life. And I was like, you know what, I am going to be a storm chaser one day. So if criminal justice does not work out for me, I keep telling myself, you can always be a storm chaser. But let me know in the comments below what you guys have a secret obsession, I guess you could say, or a secret interest that you guys want to share. Mine's definitely weather. I love watching storms. I love going outside. Like when the tornado sirens go outside, I know you're not supposed are blowing. I know you're not supposed to go outside, but I typically tend to like to walk out there and watch the storm, watch the funnel clouds. Let me know what your guys' secret interest is, or a hobby, or what you guys like to do, because I'm curious to see if anybody else has similar hobbies of weather, or what exactly everybody's hobbies are. So leave a comment in the comments below, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know what you guys are interested in. And maybe I will have the same interest, or I'll find something interesting like you guys find, and I will make a video about it. So yeah, be sure to follow me on social media, guys, as we just had a big debate on my Twitter. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, be sure to, because I interact with you guys constantly on there, as to who has the best fast food. It was between Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell. I think somebody threw in Arby's, and somebody threw in like a Denny's. And then it got into a debate about whose french fries are better. So yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram, guys, or on Twitter, because we definitely have debates like that, and it'd always be fun to have more people added into the conversations. Be sure to follow me on Snapchat, as I Snapchat you guys back also, and follow me on Instagram. That's where you guys will see the most updates and information about new videos coming up. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Also, if anybody has any suggestions for a video, be sure to leave it in the comments below, or tweet me, or Snapchat me something. Let me know. and I will check into possibly doing a video about it. There will be a vlog coming up shortly. Hopefully my boyfriend and I are going to be going to a concert, so I will definitely try and vlog some for that too. So, alright guys, I will see you at my next video. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.